Oh my God, what is this? John! John, get in here now, please.
Becky, what is it? What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing happened. That's the problem. Look at this kitchen. You were supposed to clean up and do the dishes today.
I thought something was wrong.
Something is wrong. Look at this kitchen.
Sorry, babe. I had meetings all day. I didn't have time to get to it.
But it's your turn to clean up.
I do have a job, Becky. Just because I work from home doesn't make me the maid.
I'm not asking you to be the maid, John. We made a deal. On even days you clean up. On odd days I clean up. And today is Monday. It's your turn.
Okay, I'll get to it later.
Later? When is a later? It's my turn to cook dinner, but the kitchen is a mess. Do I have to clean and cook?
Come on, Becky, give me a break. I said I was busy. I have a job.
What do you think I do all day? Sit and twiddle my thumbs? I work just as hard as you.
I am sure you do, baby, but, actually, you are better at housekeeping than I am.
What? That is not an excuse for not pulling your weight. We both work and we both agreed to share in the chores.
Come on, men are not good at housework.
Really, John? Are you serious? Is that your excuse?
It's not an excuse. It's a fact.
No, John, it's not. And you're not going to weasel your way out of our deal.
But, Becky...
No buts, John.
You know what? I don't like our deal. You are the woman of the house and you should...
Stop right there.
No, really. It is a wife's job to take care of the...
I can't believe my ears. My husband is a caveman.
Seriously, Becky, I am just saying...
No, John, it is an old-fashioned, backward way of thinking. Wash the dishes now so I can cook. He said what? I know, I was dumbfounded. He actually tried to justify his laziness with some stupid idea about a woman's role in the house.
That's so unfair.
I think so too.
You know, what you should do. You need to teach him a lesson.
What do you mean?
Next time, it's your turn to clean up. Don't do it. Leave the kitchen in a mess. Do what he did. See how he likes that.
My God, that sounds so childish.
And he doesn't?
I don't want to stoop to being silly.
Why not? He did. Give it a try. I bet you he will change his tune. Once he understands how unfair he's being, he will step up to the plate and wash the plates.
You know what? You're right. He needs a taste of his own medicine. I'll do it.
That's the ticket. Show him a woman's place is not only in the kitchen, he needs to do what he promised.
Okay, I'll keep you posted on what happens.
What the heck? Becky, where are you?
I am watching TV.
Can you come in here, please?
I am busy.
Come in here, please.
Yes, dear?
What's with the kitchen? Why is it such a mess? It is your turn to clean up.
I was busy today. I didn't have time. I'll do it later.
It's my turn to cook. How can I cook anything in this mess?
Sound familiar?
Okay, is this some kind of joke?
No, if you can be too busy to do your share of the housework, so can I.
How am I supposed to cook dinner for us tonight?
I am sure you'll figure something out.
No, there's no place to put this. Oh, no.
Not so easy, is it?
If the kitchen were clean, it would be easier.
I know what you mean. It's not so easy to cook in a messy kitchen, is it?
No, it's not. All right, you win.
What on earth are you talking about?
You know what I mean. You've made your point.
And what is my point, John?
Your point is, we have to work together to maintain the house.
And?
If one of us doesn't pull their weight, it has an effect on the other?
I'm all ears. Continue.
Okay, I told you you win. I should keep my promises. We had a deal and I did not honor it.
Which
isn't fair to you.
And so, you?
Do I have to say it?
Yes, you do, dear.
I apologize, baby. I'm sorry.
That's why I married you. You learn fast and can easily admit to your mistakes.
Well, the reason I married you is you never let me weasel out of anything.
Of course not, dear. Now let's clean up and start cooking together. I am hungry.
Good idea. Let's do it.
What's in here?
Come on, honey, open.
Oh, what is this?
Read it. It's proof that you cheated on me.
What?
Scotty, he's not my son.
No, impossible. There must be some mistake.
I thought so too. I did more DNA tests. Are you happy? I believed you, but you lied right to my face.
Mark, I never cheated on you. Look, I've never been with another man. Never. And look, if our son is not yours, he's not mine either.
Don't put on a show for me.
I'm not.
I have no desire to live under one roof with a cheat and someone else's child.
Dad, are you leaving?
Honey, come here. Honey, please don't go. Let's deal with this together.
Deal? I have nothing here to deal with. Leave me alone.
It's okay. It's going to be all right.
Isn't Dad coming back? Doesn't he love me?
Yes, Scotty, of course, yes. He's just a little bit confused. Yeah, he's just a little bit confused. Mark, we need to meet. I did a DNA test also, and Scotty is not my son. He's not our son. I don't know what to say. I think there must be some mistakes, but we need to talk right now.
If it's a fake test?
I hoped it was a mistake, so I ran a few more.
So what are we going to do now?
I don't know.
Let's go to the court.
Court?
Yeah. No, let's go to the hospital. The hospital you gave birth in 7 years ago.
Are you sure?
Your DNA test nonsense. DNA tests are unreliable. Are you that naive? You're just being scammed for money. There's always a percentage of error. I'm telling you as a doctor.
Listen up. Either you give me the information about families who gave birth on the same day that we did, or we go to the court and your so-called hospital will be closed faster than you blink.
But I can't.
But I can. Listen, if I have to, I'll sue you. And then I'll talk to every single mother. Every single mother. Because I need to know where my child is.
Do you have a child?
Yes, but
I hope you never go through this situation. You have 2 choices. You can give us the information, or there will be a huge scandal, and of course, a court. Your choice. It's up to you. Mark, wait, do you think we should? What are we going to tell her? You have our child? This is insane. Mark, what if she's too young or too old or sick? Maybe she's...
Easy, darling. We must know the truth. Whether we like it or not.
Hi, can I help you?
We need to have a serious conversation with you.
And your husband. Yes, well, actually, I don't know how to start.
Boy, I've never run so much in my life as I did after buying this kite. Hi, darling. How's it going?
Buying a kite was actually your idea, honey.
Go wash your hands, kid.
There is a possibility that our children were mixed up in the maternity ward.
Is this some kind of cruel joke, guys? You're kidding, right?
No, unfortunately, no. We've just come from the hospital. We were the only woman who gave birth that day.
So,
I don't want to hear any more of this. That's enough. It's nonsense. You'd better go.
Leave, please. Lisa, we did a test. I think you and we have to meet.
Would tomorrow be convenient for you? I'll text you the address.
Children are not toys or furniture to be moved from one place to another, from one life to another one. It's a trauma for them, and for us as well. But they're not ours.
How are we going to live with that?
Mom, can I have some water?
Yeah, of course.
No, they are ours. How can they not be ours? Lisa, you and I will remember his first steps, and how fast he grew up. I remember his first word. It wasn't mom or dad, it was dude. I remember how he fell asleep in my hands. You guys have the same moments, I'm sure. He calls you mom. He calls me dad. And literally every time he calls me dad, I have goosebumps. Lisa, I'm sorry for saying too many awful words while searching for the truth when the truth was right before my eyes. You and Scotty are precious to me. I almost lost you. But I promise I will never lose you again. I will never give you up to anyone else. Never.
So shall we meet at the water park this weekend?
Yeah, and then we'll stop for the ice cream red kids.
See you this weekend, little boy. Stay right up. High five. Wooba.
Come, okay. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Really?
What's wrong, honey?
I'm hungry, and the only thing we have in the refrigerator is an apple.
I know, honey. I'm sorry. When I get paid at the end of the week, we can get some more food.
You know, it still won't be a lot of food. You barely make enough money. You are the lowest paid employee at your company.
I'm sorry. I'm working very hard. Hopefully, I'll get a promotion soon.
And what am I supposed to do until then? I am tired of being poor. This house is so small and pathetic. I want to live in a mansion with a big kitchen and plenty of food in the refrigerator.
I'd like that too. But the most important thing to me is that we have a family that sticks together, as no matter what, no matter how much money we have.
That may be enough for you, but that's not enough for me. You know what? This is your fault. You're supposed to provide for our family, and all you have is this low-paying job as an assistant.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't come from a wealthy family. You know that. I had to work hard to get the job that I have.
Oh, and maybe if you worked a little harder, we wouldn't be so poor.
I work extra long hours to provide for this family, and when I am home, I help out around the house, as you see.
And if we could afford a dishwasher, you wouldn't have to wash the dishes. Everything about this house reminds me how poor and unhappy I am. Now, your son is unemployed and a loser just like you. I'm embarrassed by this family.
Why are you so unhappy, Mom?
You should be at a job right now. Why can't you help provide for this family either? You guys are so lazy.
Emily, please stop. Come on, son. Let's go see a movie like old times. Okay?
Dad, can we talk?
Sure, what's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about what Mom said about me, being unemployed and a loser.
Don't listen to her. She's just angry and frustrated. She doesn't mean what she says.
But maybe she's right. Maybe I should get a job and help out with the bills.
Son, you don't have to worry about that. You're still young, and you have plenty of time to figure out what you want to do with your life.
But maybe she's right. Maybe I should get a job and help out with the bills.
That's not true. You have many skills, talents, and passions. You just haven't discovered them yet.
How do I discover them, Dad?
Well, you have to try different things, explore your interests, learn new things, meet new people, find out what makes you happy. Well, maybe you'll see something in the movie that will inspire you, or spark your interest.
Really?
Sure, why not? Movies are a great way to experience different stories, perspectives, and emotions.
Okay, Dad. Let's go see the movie then. It was a really good movie, Dad.
Yeah, agreed. Honey, hello? Honey?
Dad, look.
I'm leaving you to find a better life for myself. Goodbye forever.
What are we going to do without Mom, Dad?
Look at me. Son, this isn't going to be easy, but we're gonna get through this. I'm gonna work hard, and you're gonna work hard. And if we stick together, there's nothing we can't get through. I promise you, okay?
I love you, Dad. You're right. We can get through this together. And what you just said really inspired me. I promise to work hard, too.
Good luck with the interview, son.
Thanks, Dad. Dad, I got the job.
Yes, I knew it. I'm so proud of you. I got the promotion.
Congrats, Dad. Dad, this is a really beautiful house.
You've done well for yourself, son.
Thanks for always being there for me, Dad.
Of course. You are my son. Let's go to a nice restaurant tonight.
Okay, Dad, sounds good.
Louis will take us.
John?
Lisa, is that you?
Yeah. Hi, son.
Hi, Mom.
You can go, Louis.
Wow, it's been years.
It's been a long time.
You guys look great. Fancy clothes, a luxurious car.
Yeah, well, a lot has happened since you left us. You know, I worked really hard and eventually got that promotion, and actually a few months ago the CEO passed away, and I am now the new CEO of the company.
Congratulations. It must have cost a fortune to provide for you and Tom.
Well, I provide for myself now, actually. I got a great job in the city, and I bought my first house and my own car.
Sounds like you both are doing great. I wish I could say the same.
How has life been for you?
Well, after I left you guys, I went out to find someone who could provide for me, and I found a really wealthy man. He was nice. And when he asked me to marry him, of course, I said yes. I had a beautiful home and the luxury lifestyle I was looking for. But after we got married, he wasn't so nice. As a matter of fact, he was pretty mean to me. And he even abused me. And then he got married to a younger woman and kicked me out without any warning. So I left with nothing. It's been really hard.
Wow, I am very sorry to hear that.
I thought having lots of money would provide security. But if you don't have a family, you don't have anything.
Hopefully, your life will improve. It sounds like you've learned a lot.
Yeah, I have learned a lot. And I learned it the hard way. Well, I better go. I have a job interview for an assistant down the street.
We wish you the best.
Bye.
What do you mean by daughter?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It wasn't supposed to come out like that. Maybe. It's time I told you the truth.
Truth? What truth?
That night, 15 years ago, when your parents found you on their doorstep in the freezing cold, you were wrapped up in a gray blanket to keep you warm.
Wait a minute. How do you know all this?
Because I left her there.
Lisa, I'm your real mom.
You're lying.
But Mom, I do remember having a gray blanket when I was a kid. And you told me once that you had to take me to a doctor just after you found me, right? I'd gotten sick or something.
Did you get sick? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you there.
So why did you?
I know, you have many questions. And I want to answer them all.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Please, I just want to explain.
Mom, I need to know. And I would like to talk with her, in private.
Sweetie, she has been lying to us all this time. Why do you think she will tell the truth now?
Dad, because if I don't find out now, it will bug me for the rest of my life. Please, Dad.
We could go to your favorite cafe and get a milkshake and talk.
Mom, Dad, can I?
2 hours. You have 2 hours. You have to be back, okay?
That's more than enough. Thank you so much, sir. I promise to bring Lisa back.
Eric, I have a bad feeling about this. It's been more than 4 hours. If they don't come back in the next 5 minutes, I'm calling the police.
Why don't we call Mary?
Good idea. I'm calling Mary now. It's off. Something is very wrong. I knew we shouldn't have let Lisa go with her alone.
There must be some reasonable explanation for them being late.
The things she said about Lisa. What if she meant it? Eric, what if she kidnapped our daughter? I mean, she's been working for us for more than 10 years. And all this time she never said a word about being her biological mother. Why now? Why today? I don't believe it slipped out accidentally today. Mary's backpack. She always leaves her backpack when she's coming back. It's not here. I'm calling the police. Lisa left her phone here and tried calling Mary, but her phone seems to be turned off. This morning she said that she regrets giving Lisa away. And she insisted on talking to her daughter alone. She didn't leave any of her stuff here, although she usually leaves her backpack when they go out for a little while.
All right, ma'am, do you have any pictures of your babysitter and your daughter?
I might have some photos of Lisa, but I'm not sure if I have any of Mary.
Wait, What about that video we shot this morning?
Yeah, let me check.
Happy birthday to
Happy
Sweetie.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear daughter.
No, she's not in the frame. Sorry. It's all right. Maybe there are some pictures of the babysitter on your daughter's phone.
Mom, we saw the police car outside and we were concerned.
I was so worried about you. I thought something bad had happened. You're late.
Mom, look, I'm sorry, but it's not Mary's fault. Mary told me that she had to give me away because she was only 15 years old when she got pregnant, and her parents threatened to kick her out of the house if she had decided to keep me. Of course, I had a lot of questions, and she answered every single one of them. When I asked about the pregnancy, she wanted to show me the ultrasound picture because she had it on her phone. And only then we realized that her phone was out of battery, and we didn't know how long we'd already been talking, so we decided to come back.
Lisa, we were so worried about you.
I'm happy that everything turned out well. We're going to go then.
Thank you, officers. Thank you so much.
Take care, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Lisa, have you thought about my offer?
What offer?
She offered me to stay with her.
I knew it! You come to our house to gain our trust just to steal our daughter? If it isn't clear yet, you're fired.
Mom, look, don't be angry. If you found your biological child, you'd also want them to come with you.
So, does that mean yes?
No, it doesn't. Look, you've been great to me. And I'm happy that I found out that you're my biological mom, but Mom and Dad brought me up as if I was their daughter. They're still my parents, you know. They're my family.
I understand.
This was the biggest fear Mary ever had, that her own daughter wouldn't want to see her anymore. That's why she waited so long to tell her that. She was her real mom. She just wanted to be a part of her childhood and see her grow up. She couldn't risk losing a chance to do that when she was little, but now it's too late to take these words back.
Wait, Mary! Look.
I think you made the right choice. I've been hiding things from you this whole time. And have nothing to offer. I know, you don't see me as your real mother, and I would understand if you never wanted to see me again.
Mary, I asked my parents, and they agreed to let me stay with you 1 day per week.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We realized that we wouldn't know how to live if we couldn't see our daughter anymore. We don't want to make you feel that way.
That means a lot.
This way I can have both of my families in my life. So you're out of jail? Too bad, but it's not your house anymore.
What? Who are you, and where is my husband? Mark, he should be waiting for me.
That's none of your business. So please go away. We don't need ex-cons here.
Mom, why are you screaming? And who's this woman?
Sarah, my girl, my daughter. I missed you so much.
Get away from her!
Mommy, who's this? I'm scared.
What does all this mean?
Okay, if you have any questions, talk to Mark.
Mark, I demand an explanation. What have you done to my home?
Gentlemen, can we do this a bit later? Just wait for me in the hall, please. Thank you. Megan, are you out of your mind? You cannot just burst into my office like this.
You took my home and my daughter away from me. What's going on in my house?
Don't be hysterical. First of all right? You've been in jail for 10 years. What was I supposed to do? We got a divorce, remember? I had to move on. I got married again. Lisa is my wife now.
Why doesn't my daughter not recognize me? You've been lying to her all this time.
Lying to her? I was lying to her? What was I supposed to tell her? What? I'm sorry, dear. Your mother is in jail. She's still a child.
Oh, really? You decided to lie to her? You seem to have forgotten I went to jail because of you.
I knew it. I just knew you were going to bring this up.
What are we going to do now?
Look, you don't need to worry. I have an idea. You own half the company, right? Why don't you take the blame for the fraud?
Are you crazy? I don't want to go to jail for something that I didn't do.
Listen, we have a kid, right? We have a little daughter. I hope they soften the sentence, and you'll be on probation, and nobody goes to jail. Think about this. I go to jail. Who's gonna make money for the family? Who's gonna provide for Sarah? Huh?
There have to be other ways.
This is the only way. Look, do it for Sarah. Do it for us.
Okay, I trust you, and I would do anything for our family, but you have to promise me that you will not leave me.
Of course, you don't need to worry about anything. I promise you, everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. How could I have known the sentence would be so severe? Tell me.
They took 10 years of my life. I demand that you give me everything back. I want my home and my daughter back.
All right, fine. You'll get it back. Please, just shut up. Look, here's the deal. I'll help you get back on your feet. You will live with us for a while, but bear in mind this is not going to be a walk in the park for you. You will be working here. This is what I can do for you. Do we have a deal?
Are you crazy? I don't want an ex-con living in our house.
This is not your house, and this is not your family.
All right, stop it, both of you. I'm fed up with this. Honey, I told you, this is not going to last long. Don't worry. And Megan, I'm still waiting for the dinner.
Honey, she'll have a bad influence on our daughter. And what if she steals something?
She's my daughter, not yours.
Relax, all right? And I promised you a job and a place to live, didn't I? So if you love Sarah, please, stay away from her. And let her be happy with her new family. It's simple as that. Oh, look, I gotta go to work. See you tonight.
All right. Even though Mark allowed you to stay here, don't think that you have any rights. And don't even think about getting close to Sarah. Do you hear me?
Why are you so worried about her? She is not even your daughter.
Mark loves her, and he cares about her. And I will be a good mom as long as he wants me to be, and as long as he pays for it. Don't even think about ruining what I have made for myself. I've been doing it for nearly 10 years.
10 years? Wow, so Mark didn't waste any time, did he?
That's none of your business. I warned you. If you get close, Sarah, you'll regret it. Welcome to my house. Hope you won't stay here long. Honey, I'm going to the hair salon. I'll be back in an hour.
Sarah, listen to me. Everything you've been told, it's not true. Lisa, she is not your real mom. I'm your mother and you are my daughter.
But I don't understand. Where's my mommy? Dad?
I'm your mommy.
Dad? Daddy?
Sarah, what's going on? Come here. I told you, stay away from my family. What are you doing? Can you wait for me outside, please? I'll be right back. Everything's fine, all right? Don't worry about it. Why are you trying to ruin everything? I'm happy with Lisa. She loves me and she loves Sarah. She takes care of us?
She's only with you for your money, you idiot.
Oh, really? Maybe it is you who was with me for the money?
She told me that herself. She doesn't care about you or Sarah, but only your credit card.
You know what? You've been trying to ruin everything from the very beginning. Why should I even believe you?
You owe me, Mark.
I owe you?
Yes, I'll offer you a deal. Do what I say and I'll show you her true face. And if I'm wrong, I will leave you and Sarah forever.
No. This can't be all right. I get it. Bye.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm leaving. That's what's going on.
Why?
Because Mark is bankrupt and I'm not going to stay here a second longer.
And what about your love and family? What about Sarah?
I don't care. I'll find a better life for myself. Somebody who can give me a good life.
So you're just leaving then? Why did you put on this show in the first place?
This is the life I live, and I'm not going to hear any criticism from an ex-con. Oh, Mark.
I thought you wanted to be with me. For me. and I never believed a word she said about you. It took me only a fake phone call to see who you really are.
Oh, Mark. Oh, you too.
As you did, get out of here. Megan, look, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I should have listened to you in the beginning. I don't believe she did this to me.
It's only your fault. You had a woman who loved you, but you threw it all away for this stupid gold digger.
I know. I'm a complete idiot. Look, what can I do for you? Just tell me. I got money. I can write you a nice check.
Mark, you can just leave me and Sarah alone. That's what I want. And have you forgotten that I own half of the business? While I was working as a housekeeper, I made some connections. My new lawyer helped me to turn your half of the business over to me. I'm not a weak woman anymore. I'm just a mother who would do anything to protect her daughter from people like you. Get out of here now!
Shame on you, young lady. You don't have an ounce of respect for other people.
I'm ashamed that I live on a planet with grunts like you. I dream of building a big rocket, putting you all in it, and sending you to outer space.
You're crazy. I feel sorry for your parents. What a disappointment to have such a selfish, ungrateful daughter.
You know what? I don't have parents.
I've never heard anything so disrespectful.
I'm the face and voice of this radio. I made my name because I've never paid any mind to fools like you. So if you want an apology, come here and talk to me face to face. Oops, looks like our lovely listener got disconnected. Now I suggest we relax a bit and listen to a great song by the Daddy Rags, Scream from the Moon.
Hello, Lisa.
What do you want, old man?
It's your mother's birthday, and she would like to see you. I know that our relationship hasn't been great.
I had to leave home because you wouldn't get off my back. You wanted me to be an office rat and wear tight dresses. Those fat pigs were telling me what to do.
Try to understand. You need to go to college and get an education, and you want to be.
Myself. I want to be me, not the imaginary daughter of your dreams. You never supported me.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Let's move on. Let the past be the past. Your mother and I want you to come home.
No. Hey, we are back on the air to cheer you idiot up again. And we are open for calls. Who is next?
You're just crazy. You and your radio show should be taken off the air. Everyone would be better off without you. You're a travesty.
Listen, what we should do is burn down that old shack where you live so we don't need to deal with people like you.
I demand you talk to me with respect.
I'd rather shut down this radio than talk to types like you as equals. Goodbye. Okay, let's move on to the next song.
Hey, is something wrong?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Nobody.
Nobody? Then nobody sure threw you for a loop. I totally want to meet him.
It was my dad. Today's my mom's birthday, and he invited me to their stupid party.
And?
And I told him to get out of here, because I don't want to see them, either of them, anymore.
But they are your parents.
I don't want to hear this, okay? The song is almost over.
Sorry. Okay, fine. But while we still have a minute, I want to show you something.
What is it?
Just watch.
What's this?
That's me and my father. It was 15 years ago. He never made it back home that day, and this video is the only thing I left of him. Your parents are still alive, and they want to see you. You're making a huge mistake. You don't know what it's like not to have a family. You should get up out of that chair and run to them as fast as you can. Sorry.
Hey, what sort of a circus did you put on the air last night? Our listeners are furious.
Our listeners can go to hell.
Wait. I forbid you to talk to them like that.
I'm the voice of this radio station, and I can say whatever I want.
As long as you work for me, you do what I say you to do. Do you understand me?
But
That's the end of our conversation, all right? All right, guys, where are we with the annual radio marathon?
What?
Marathon, 24-hour broadcast. We're supposed to start in 20 minutes, so please get ready now.
But I have an emergency today.
Are you kidding me?
It's my mom's birthday.
Since when did you start to take care of your parents? Forget about it. Get your job done now. And by the way, just for both of you know, if you do not start working in 20 minutes, then tomorrow you will have to find another job. Do you understand me?
Oh, what am I supposed to do now?
Okay, just listen to me and do what I say.
Hello, everyone around the country. Welcome to our annual 24-hour marathon. You'll be treated to interesting guests and your favorite host, Lisa Brown. Let's begin our broadcast marathon with one of my favorite songs.
I was so hoping she'd come.
Yeah, not today, I guess.
Do you think we should call her or leave her be? I say we call her.
Yeah. If that's the only way to get her here, let's do it.
We interrupt this song to make a quick announcement. A few years ago, I left my parents' house after a big fight. I was young and stubborn. All I wanted to do was yell at people. I treated my folks terribly and I was rude. But I realize now, it was a mistake. They really wanted the best for me. I just didn't appreciate it. Now, I want to apologize. I want all of my listeners to hear. I'm sorry. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I hope you are listening to the show. Please accept my apology.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mom, happy birthday. Mom, open the door, please. I'm here. Open the door. Mom, I love you. And I'm sorry I've been away for too long. We continue our marathon. I dedicate the next song to all the people who haven't called their parents. They are waiting for you. They want to see you and hug you. Let them feel your love. Oh, and I want to introduce our audience to my boss, Mr. Michaels. Mr. Michaels, if you want me to remain the voice of your radio, you'll have to give me more days off. Because I want to have more time with my loved ones.
I can't believe he's gone. He just left me here with nothing. How could he do this to me? He took everything. The house, the car, the money. He even stopped paying the mortgage. Now I'm about to lose my home.
Don't worry, Lisa. We'll figure something out. You can stay with me until you find a new place.
Thank you, but I don't want to be a burden on you.
You're not a burden, Lisa. You're my friend, and friends help each other in times of need.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good. Now let's pack your things and get out of here before the police come.
The police?
Yes, Lisa. The eviction notice said they would come today to kick you out.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
Let's just finish packing. I'll check upstairs.
Okay, thank you for being there for me.
Of course, Lisa, anytime.
Are you Lisa Johnson?
Yes, is there a problem?
I have an eviction notice for you. Time's up. Take your things and go.
What? No. Please, sir, I thought I had until 5 p.m. I'm doing this all by myself.
No, you had your chance. This house has been sold in foreclosure, so leave willingly or you'll be arrested for trespassing. Your choice.
You don't understand. My husband, he left me with nothing, and I have nowhere to go. I just need a little more time.
Look, lady, that's your problem, not mine.
Please, help me.
The only person that can change the decision is the person who owns this house. Now, I'm not going to ask you again. Gather your things and leave.
Excuse me, sir. I'll handle it from here. Ma'am, everything's going to be okay.
Hey, buddy, I don't know who you think you are, but this woman is being evicted, and the only person that can stop that is the owner of this house.
Well, she is the owner of this house. I have the title. Look at the name there.
Lisa Johnson. I don't understand.
I purchased the house from foreclosure. I put Lisa's name on it. And now she's the owner.
I had no idea. I'll leave you two be.
I can't believe this. I don't know what to say. Why? Why would you do this? I don't even know who you are.
Well, when I was a child, I was saved by a stranger who completely changed my life.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you, but I really need help.
Are you okay?
No, I don't have anywhere to go, or any money for food. Please, I don't know what to do.
Oh, sweetie, where are your parents?
They both just passed away. I'm all alone. I don't have anyone else.
I am so sorry. Let me see if I have anything.
Okay, look, we've got our own problems. We can't be helping anyone else. Come on, let's go.
He's a child. I have some cash I can give him.
What are you doing? We can hardly afford rent this month. Besides, we don't even know this kid. He's probably going to use it to buy drugs.
What if he's telling the truth? I have to help him.
You are unbelievable. I can't watch this.
You know what? Just take it all. I hope it helps.
Thank you so much, but you don't even know me.
When you give, you always get more in return.
But how am I ever going to pay you back?
You don't have to pay me back. Just promise me that when you get back on your feet, you'll help someone in need.
I promise.
Here. My mom always used to tell me, Lisa Johnson, with this, you'll have good luck. Good luck.
After I grew up, I got into real estate because I never wanted to be homeless again. Over time, I ended up becoming one of the top real estate investors in town. And then recently, while checking the foreclosure listings, I saw a name that I would never forget, Lisa Johnson. A name that changed my life forever. I was that boy, and I'll never forget the lesson you taught me. You told me you should always help those in need, because when you give, you get more in return.
Oh, I'm speechless. Thank you. I don't think I'll ever be able to repay you.
Lisa, just promise me when the time comes and you're back on your feet, you'll help someone else in need. Pay it forward.
Mr. Peterson. No, Mr. Peterson? No, Mr. Peterson? I'm so sorry. Your father just died. Your father just died.
Finally.
I'm so sorry for your loss. How was the funeral?
The funeral was extravagant. Like his whole life.
Where's your brother?
No, the new car is just amazing.
Oh, I know. And soon enough, we'll have enough money to pay for it fully.
Maybe we could get a new car for John, too.
Sure.
Aren't you supposed to be cooking?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to the kitchen straight away.
I'm starving. The funeral was long and boring.
The food needs to be ready in 15 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. It's almost done.
Just sit there.
You shouldn't be here. My father always regretted that affair. He won't leave anything to a child who was born outside of marriage.
Unlike you, I am here for the family, not the money.
He was ashamed of you. You're stupid. If you think you're getting anything.
Don't bother, Eric. She won't be here long anyway.
You're right. You can stay. Sister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Carmen, let me help you.
No, it's okay.
Can I help too?
Yes. Please, if you could take this to the kitchen. Thank you.
Carmen, where are you going? Eat with us.
Our family doesn't eat with servants.
Eric, Carmen was like a family member to our dad. She cared about him more than you ever did. All you care about is money.
Miss Lorenzo was working for him.
She was the only one by Dad's side when he died.
It's okay, Rebecca. It's okay, Rebecca. I'll eat in the kitchen.
Eric, you're...
Looks like no one wants to listen to you rant.
You know, it's weird you're Philip's daughter. You don't seem to get any of his good qualities.
The lawyer is here.
Oh, well, shall we then? Just so you know, you're in this house for the last time. You have to leave as soon as we get this house.
But Mrs. Peterson, I have no other place to go.
That's not our problem, is it?
Carmen, thank you for everything. And I'm really sorry for my brother. All of this will be over soon. He will get the money, and we will find some other ways to survive.
I tried to find a new job before. It was really not that easy.
I know, but don't worry, okay? I will help you out until you get back on your feet.
Really? Thank you so much.
Thank you for the coffee. Yes, I'm here today to read out the final will of Philip Peterson.
Oh, do we really need to do this? We all know what it is going to say.
I, Philip Peterson, being of sound mind, declare this document to be my final will and testament. I leave my house, all my valuable collection, and all the profit I made from my company to Miss Carmen Lorenzo.
That cannot be true. I know what you did. Your little...
I didn't. I swear. I didn't. I had no idea he was going to leave everything to me.
No idea! Little girls like you would do anything.
I didn't. I swear.
You are lying.
Carmen, darling, I'm very sorry for the way I treated you. It was just a really stressful day, you know. And I just wanted to make sure that everything goes well. Now, you know how hard Eric worked to make his dad proud, right? So, it's just really not fair that our family doesn't get anything. And John, he's gonna need money for college.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't...
Carmen, damn it.
Carmen, look. I always liked you. I only married my wife to make my dad happy. If you agree, I will divorce my wife and come to live with you.
What did you tell her?
It's not your business.
It is my business, because now we're broke. So you better find a way to get money from that girl.
Carmen, I think that's the best decision my dad has ever made.
What should I do?
Whatever you decide, I'll support you.
Carmen, don't listen to my sister. She just wants to take the money from you. But if you share the money with us, I promise, I will take care of you. You can stay and work for us. And I'll even be generous with your salary.
But if I keep the money, I don't need to work at all. I made my decision. I'm keeping the house and the money.
Very well, Carmen. Come to my office tomorrow and we'll deal with all the documents.
And it would be an honor if you, Rebecca, stayed with me. With your daughter, of course. I'll share the money with you, and we can live all together here.
But you don't have to do that.
I want to. You never cared about the money, and you always treated me like family.
Family is always more important than money.
Carmen, please, tell me you will think about it. This cannot be your last decision. Carmen, please.
I'm sorry.
Damn it. Let's go, John.
Honey, where are you going?
We had a deal. You promised me money. You promised I'll never have to work. And now, you have nothing. You're completely in debt.
Honey, wait. We can figure it out together.
There's no together. You're gonna be hearing from my lawyer. You. Who are you and what are you doing at my table? What an idiot. Go away.
I'm so sorry. I will. I'm sorry.
Quickly.
Hey, what is going on here?
This thief was stealing our food.
I'm sorry. I should leave.
No, wait. You must be very hungry. You can eat. We don't mind.
Eric, can we invite all the homeless people from the neighborhood to our table?
Thank you so much, but I've had enough shame for now.
No, hold on. Do you need a job?
Do you have something to offer?
Well, we need a maid in the house.
A rich man asks a poor girl to come over to his house. Doesn't this sound like the start of a fairy tale? But what happened next Wasn't fabulous. This is my love story. My name is Amber.
Wonderful! You found someone for the job? Maybe we can find someone better in the trash.
Becky, be polite. You yourself asked me to hire a maid because with the wedding coming up, you have no time for housework.
Yes, but you should have hired some old lady, not this. I've lost my appetite.
I'm sorry.
No, she's not going anywhere. She's going to work for us. I've made up my mind.
I'd been working at Eric's house for several weeks. It seemed like peace had come to my life at last, but I was wrong. And one day, for the first time in months, I saw him again. I had run away from him, but he was here again. Someone is coming?
Who? Oh, he is Ben, Eric's right-hand man in the business. Open the door.
I'm sorry, I can't.
What's going on?
No idea. She said she could not open the door and then ran away.
What is going on with you? Are you okay? Hey, you're shaking all over.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back to my duties soon. I am so sorry.
Don't be in a hurry, all right? The main thing is to know that you're safe here, no matter what happened before. I am by your side, and I won't let anyone hurt you.
Eric, Ben is waiting for you in the other room.
Coming.
Do you know Ben?
Yes, please. I'm begging you, don't tell him I'm here.
Oh, I won't tell anything. I promise. You know what? I'm glad that you're with us. Like, really, you are such a nice girl. And I trust you.
Can you come here for a second? I want to show you something.
Eric was just adorable, as if the prince himself was getting married.
How do I look?
I think it suits you.
Does it? I don't really like it. I don't think anything suits me.
Don't be ridiculous, you're very handsome. Amber is so lucky to have you.
I'm not sure.
What do you mean?
Lately, I don't think Amber is being sincere. As if the love between us has disappeared. It seems she wants something completely different from me.
I think it's just your nerves before the wedding. Amber is a perfect girl, and I think that true happiness awaits you. Eric and I became close. I started to notice how he was looking at me differently. He spent more time with me than with Becky, who only came around when she needed some cash. At that time, how could I have known what horror was waiting for me? Is the groom ready for the altar?
One thing remains, the wedding vows. Can I rehearse with you?
Yeah, sure.
Your kind eyes conquered me from the moment I met you. I dream about them every night. I dream of holding your hand for the rest of my life.
You wrote a beautiful speech for Becky.
Actually, I didn't write it for her. It was for you.
Amber, open the door. They brought my wedding dress. Hurry up.
I can't do this. It's all wrong.
Amber, what happened? Did you just now realize that stories about rich man and poor girls only could exist in fairy tales? Do you think I haven't seen you hanging around my fiancé? You should know my little maid. Ben will find out you're here if you keep clinging to him.
Amber, where are you going?
I won't disturb you again.
No, hold on. Listen, maybe it's crazy, but I can't let you go. Just say one word and I will cancel the wedding.
Mr. Jones, don't be ridiculous. Fairy tales aren't real. I wandered around the city aimlessly for several hours, but my feet brought me to him, and I decided to see him secretly. He was like a prince in a groom's suit. It made me sad to see him as a groom, for the last time.
Well, Amber, you thought I'm not going to find you?
Let me go.
No, I will never let you go. Now, we will be together forever.
Don't twist my wrist. You're hurting me. There is no way I'll go back to the hell I went through with you.
Shut up.
Hey, let her go. Now it is clear where the bruises on her wrist came from.
Mr. Jones, she's just a young fool. She ran away from me, although I gave her everything. But now she's coming home.
No, you're wrong. Amber is not going anywhere with you. And you'd better leave before I kick your ass and expect a visit from the police. Get out. Why didn't you tell me everything right away?
Who would you believe? Your right-hand man or a girl from the street?
What's going on here?
I realized that I was leading the wrong person to the altar.
No, Eric, you can't do that. Like, we should have read our vows already.
I tried to write mine, but all I could think about was Amber. I canceled the wedding.
But you promised me a car after the wedding.
So that was your main goal. Well, you'll have to walk.
Maybe she finally went out. Sarah!
Did you say something?
Yes. I thought you weren't home. Why didn't you answer when I called you?
I had my headphones on.
Did you even go out today?
No, I was on the qualifier for this game.
The whole day? Did you do your homework? When was the last time you cleaned your room? Do you have any idea how much trash you have here? Why can't you be more like your brother? His room is always clean. You know where he is now? In his debate club, he is doing something that will help him get into college. And look at you. You only get off this computer when you're hungry.
Mom, that's not true. If I pass this qualifier, I'll get a chance.
I don't want to hear it. Before you come down for dinner, you should clean your room. You have 1 hour.
Mom, but I...
No talking back.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetie.
Dinner is ready?
Yes, where is Sarah? Is she okay? Sarah?
Mom, 10 more minutes. I'll come down, I promise.
You didn't even move things since I told you to clean your room.
I did. Look, the room is clean. I just had to come back to this game. Just 10 minutes.
I don't want to hear about your game. You're coming down.
But, Mom...
Okay, I'll turn it off. That's it.
What are you doing, Mom? It was an online game.
I don't care. Go downstairs now.
Hey.
Hi, Steve.
So I heard about the competition.
Yeah, I've been playing it all week. It's in 2 days.
Nice.
I still need to practice my shooting skills. I think I have a chance to win it.
I don't want to hear any talks about video games. This is family time. So, Steve, any news?
Oh yeah, actually I got my math exam results and it's 96 out of 100.
That's great. Good.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you. There's an international debate competition. I know we're low on money, but I think I'm pretty good at it. And my debate club wants me to go.
Oh, I'm proud of you. And how much would it cost?
The school would cover some of the costs, but I would still need to pay around $300.
Okay, I will get some more additional shifts, and we'll be able to afford it.
If it's too much, I don't need to go, really.
No, it's very important. I'll find a way. Don't worry.
What about my competition? If Jimmy gets 300, could I at least get $20 for the entry fee?
Your competition? Are you comparing it to Jimmy's debate club? He is the only one in this house who cares about the school. And in 2 years, he's going to go to the best college. And you will be glued to this computer screen and miss out on opportunities.
Look, Mom, Sarah's actually pretty good at it. And just because it's not a school subject, it doesn't mean she can make a living from it, so...
Don't defend your sister. We came all the way from Europe just to sit and play these stupid video games. What possible future could she have? Just staying here until she gets old, never leaving the house, not eating because she always needs 10 more minutes?
Mom, it's not true. Oh, I gotta go.
Did you see that? You know what? I'll talk to her and not let her play any more games.
Mom, I don't think that's a good idea.
Sarah, I'm taking your PlayStation away.
No, Mom, please. The competition is in 2 days.
You're not getting it back until you start living the real life. Get good grades and get some real friends.
Everything's okay?
We've got a debt collection letter. I knew it would hurt here, but never imagined it will be this bad.
How we will get the money?
I don't know, darling, and I'm really sorry, but I don't think we can afford your debate competition.
It's okay, Mom. I'll go some other time, okay? Now let's try to figure out what to do with this, okay? Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Please leave me alone. I'm not in the mood to talk.
I know Mom wouldn't agree with me, but I believe in you. I think you should take part in the competition.
How did you find it?
I have my ways. One condition. The money you win will be used to pay the debt.
Of course.
Good luck.
Thanks, Steve.
You are grounded, young girl. No PlayStation, no computer, no phone while you staying in the house.
Mom,
I cannot deal with this anymore.
Just let your kids follow their dreams. Come on.
Are you trying to lecture me?
Tell her.
I won the competition.
Competition? But
I won the second place and I got $5,000 for it.
$5,000? Is it possible?
We're not living in the 90s anymore. Gamers can make a lot of money.
Really?
I will pay off our debts. And you can pay for Steve's competition.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Oh, I'm so sorry for everything. I promise I will listen to you more. I know that parents should allow their kids to follow their dreams.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, hello there. How can I help you?
Hi there. We'd like a table for two, please.
Honey, you can't be serious. You wanted to eat here? This is like a chain restaurant.
I know. I used to come here as a kid all the time with my parents. It's great.
We've lived here for over 30 years and are very proud of our community.
I'm sorry. Did I ask you to talk?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the restaurant's past.
I don't really care. So if you could just leave this between my fiancé and me, that'd be great. Thank you. Honey, are we really going to eat here?
Come on, honey. It's not that bad. I have a lot of really great memories here. Just do me this favor, all right?
Well, okay, but then you're going to owe me big time, okay? Maybe you can make it up with, like, a diamond necklace or something.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk about it. We'll take a table for two, please.
All right, here are your menus and you will find the drinks at the back. I'll give you a few minutes to look it over.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, Anna, I've actually been meaning to talk to you about something.
Yeah, what's up? You're not pushing back our trip to Hawaii's trip again, are you? Because if we have to go in September instead of August, I won't be there when all the influences are there, okay? And I'm going to freak out, alright? Like, literally, you don't want to see it.
Well, I think we'll have to skip the trip to Hawaii together this year.
What? If I'm not at yacht parties or on beaches, what should I post on Instagram?
Well, maybe posting on Instagram isn't the most important thing in the world.
I am an influencer, okay? Instagram posts are my livelihood. It literally is the most important thing in the world to me.
Well, the company's going through some rough times right now. And because of that, I think we'll have to be a little more careful with our money.
Is that a metaphor? You know, I don't understand metaphors.
Look, the company isn't doing too well. I'm a little cash poor right now.
I'm hearing a lot of jargon. Not really sure what you mean by this. Please just be clear, okay?
Anna, you really enjoy the finer things in life, right?
Yeah.
Fancy restaurants, big vacations, diamond necklaces, all that good stuff.
Well, yeah, it's what I live for.
But those material things aren't the only reason that you love me, right? You don't just love me because of my money, do you?
Well, I don't just want to be with you because of your money, but like, okay, I could never love someone who isn't able to financially support me. That's important in a relationship to me.
All right, have you guys made a decision on what you'd like?
Yeah, I'll have your special breakfast.
And what can I get for you?
I don't know. Everything looks super greasy. Whatever the nicest thing on the menu is. The most expensive.
How about a steak?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back with your food.
So, what are you trying to ask?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay. Okay, I got to respond to some Snapchat. Stop looking weird. Better.
All right. Is there anything else that I can get you? Dessert, perhaps?
No, everything was delicious. Thank you so much.
All right, well, here's your bill. No rush.
Thanks. Hey, Anna, is there any way you could pick up the check this time?
I'm sorry, what? You are the owner and CEO of a major tech company.
Well, that's it. That's what I was trying to tell you. The company isn't doing too well right now. I don't actually have any money.
You don't have any money? You're joking, right? This is a joke, but not very funny. It's a joke, right?
No, sadly it's not a joke. So could you pick up the tab?
No, I didn't even bring my wallet.
Oh, no. I'll take my chances then. Excuse me?
What are you doing?
Yeah, how can help you?
Well, okay, this is embarrassing. But sadly, neither of us brought our wallets to the restaurant today. I was wondering if there was any way we could wash dishes to pay for our meal.
You cannot be serious.
Well, if you don't have money and... I guess we could use the help in the back, so that would be a fair trade.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You want to follow me?
Oh, you know, I used to work as a dishwasher when I was young. This really takes me back.
This is disgusting.
Why don't you help me?
Come on, are you kidding me? Do you not realize that the only reason a woman of my caliber would be dating someone like you is because of your money? I mean, really, did you think it was because of your unbelievably good looks or your lovely personality? Listening to you talk about your hopes and your dreams is more than enough work.
Anna Robinson, why are you being such a...
Because I am out of here. I am done with you, okay? Expect me at your place tomorrow to pick up my stuff.
Is there a problem here?
No, everything is okay, Susan.
Susan?
Hey, Anna.
Yeah, what?
My company's stock is not in trouble. The meal was already paid for. And Susan, she's actually one of my family friends. I wanted to see if you were going to be only with me because of my money. This was a test. I set it all up. And you failed. So, if you came over tomorrow and packed up your clothes, that would be wonderful. My assistant is gathering everything as we speak.
Oh, not again.
Wow, Rolls Royce. That should have been mine.
Sweet ride. Do you like it?
I've always wanted one of those. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, sure. I actually own several cafes. Well, my mom and I own several cafes. Here, take my card. We just opened up our 10th location.
Wow, I see. You and your mom?
Yes.
Wait, Lisa, is that you?
Oh, Eric, it's been a while.
Oh, wait. Does this mean that he's my...
Yes, he's your son.
I don't understand. How can you afford all this? How did this happen?
Well, you see, I'll never forget the day I found out I was pregnant.
Hey, Lisa, check out our new menu. Lisa, you okay? Lisa, is everything okay? What the matter?
Eric, we need to talk.
Not now, Lisa. I'm busy.
Busy with what? The cafe, the menu, the bills?
Yes, all of that. And more.
More? What more?
Never mind. Just leave me alone.
No, I won't leave you alone. I'm your wife. Eric, we're supposed to share everything. We're supposed to be a team.
We are a team, Lisa, but you have to trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Do you? Do you really? Because it seems like you're chasing a pipe dream.
Don't say that, Lisa. Can't you see? This is our dream. This is our chance to make it big, to be rich and famous, to live the life we've always wanted.
Is it? Is it really? Because I don't remember wanting this life, Eric. I don't remember wanting to work in a cafe all day and night.
Be patient, honey. Our sales have just taken off. We will be rich soon, and we can get through these tough times.
You know what I think? Maybe a big change will make our marriage better.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have something to tell you, Eric.
What is it?
I'm pregnant, Eric.
No, you can't be. We can't afford to have a baby right now. Our cafe is starting to take off.
But maybe we can make it work. Being a mother is something I've always dreamed of.
Well, what about my dreams? I've always wanted to be a millionaire and drive Rolls-Royce. How am I supposed to do that and raise a baby?
Please, I'm not getting any younger. I want to have this child.
Look, it's either me and our business or this baby. I can do this cafe without you. So you choose. Tomorrow, we'll go to the clinic.
And then there was that day at the clinic. Who would have known that would be the last time I ever saw you?
Lisa, are you ready?
Yes, she's ready.
Look, if you need more time to think about this, it's perfectly fine. It's a big decision.
Yes, I mean, I don't know.
No, she doesn't need more time to think about it. Let's get this over with.
Lisa, listen to me. You are the one carrying this baby. It is your decision.
Look, you listen to me. And I'm not going to say this again. It's either me and our business or this baby. So what's it going to be?
You know what? You can keep your business. I have been by your side. And for how long? I'm keeping this baby, and I'll raise our child. And we will start our own business without you.
Is that a joke? Fine. But if you can't be a part of my struggle, then you can't be a part of my success.
After you left, I was alone. It was one of the most difficult times I had ever been through. But somehow, when our baby was born, I held him in my arms. I knew at that moment I had made the right decision, and as he got older, we decided to start our own business, Mom and Son Cafe. And with us working as a team, it became more successful than we could have ever imagined.
Wow, I can't believe it. My son.
You must be Eric. I've heard a lot about you.
That's good. And now you're all grown up. You have become a businessman just like your old man. Look, Lisa, I was wrong about everything. I should have been there for you and our son. It wasn't the same without you. After you left, the cafe went downhill. We could start over. Please, we could call it Dad, Mom, and Son Cafe.
It's not up to me, Eric. Son, it's your decision.
Well, I was taught that if somebody can't be part of your struggle, then they can't be part of your success. So I don't think so. Besides, I like Mom and Son Cafe. It has a nice... Mom, where have you been?
Hey, Eric, I'm sorry. I had to pick up another shift at the hospital. How are you both?
Fine, Mom.
Katie, honey, it's time for your medication.
What? She took the last pill this morning, Mom.
Really? Oh, I wish I'd gone to the chemist and got it. I should have thought of that. Katie, I'm so sorry, sweetie. How are you feeling?
Good. I'm really okay.
You know what? I can go to the pharmacy after work, Mom.
Are you sure? Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Eric. I love you so much. What would I do without you? I'm going to go take a shower. And I will cook you whatever you want for dinner as soon as I'm done. Okay?
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Are you in a lot of pain?
No, I'm okay.
You don't have to lie to me, Katie. I'm not Mom.
My leg really hurts, but I'll be okay. I wish I were stronger.
I'm really sorry about what happened. You know, all these bad things keep happening to us. Dad leaving us was bad enough. Then the car accident.
The doctor said once I get the surgery, I'll be up and walking again in no time. It does seem like we've had a lot of bad luck lately. But it'll be okay.
I think you're the strongest person I know.
Well, if you're a good person, good things will happen to you too.
I'm gonna try to be more like you. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. Alright, love you, Katie.
Love you. See you later.
What's up, bro? You want to come play basketball or something?
I can't. I've got to go to work.
Man, it's too bad you had to work.
I know, but I got a job so I could help my mom with Katie's surgery.
Yeah, but you never have time to hang out anymore.
Wait, hey, look. Some lady left her purse.
Let me see that.
Hey, what are you doing?
Looking to see if there's any money.
I don't think you should be looking through that. I mean, what if the owner comes back looking for it?
Oh, bro, there's like $2,000 in here. Let's split it.
I mean, don't you think that we should take this to the police or something?
Are you serious?
I mean, that's someone else's money.
Yeah, it belonged to Rebecca Brown. Now it belongs to us.
But I don't know. What if she really needs that money?
If she needed it that badly, she shouldn't have left it here in the first place. She hasn't even realized that it's missing.
But this is stealing.
Well, think how much you could do with $1,000.
Yeah, but I don't know. This feels wrong.
Think about it. You can help pay your mom for Katie's treatment. You know how long it will take you to save $1,000 at your stupid job? Probably weeks. Maybe even months.
Yeah, but...
If you're a good person, good things will happen to you too.
Sorry, but I can't do this.
Why not?
We have to return the purse. It's the right thing to do.
Okay, don't you want your sister to get better? This could help pay for the surgery.
Of course, I want to help Katie. But I can do it the honest way by working at my job and saving up.
What about me? I need this money too. What type of friend are you? You don't care about me, bro. It's been like 2 weeks since I've had a decent meal. We almost got evicted last night.
Yes, of course, I care about you, but I also care about being a good person.
What if I just take the money for myself? I mean, finders keepers, right?
Yes, I know what finders keepers mean.
And since I'm the one that found the purse, I get to decide what to do with it. What are you going to do? Fight me?
I can call the police and tell them that you stole the money.
What type of friend are you? You're willing to call the cops on your best friend?
I don't want to, but I will if I have to.
You just want all this for yourself, don't you?
I would never do that. Come on, you know me? I'm just trying to do the right thing. Please give me the purse.
Fine, take it. Hope it was worth losing your friendship over it.
John, come on. Don't be so dramatic. Come back and we can both return it.
Can I help you?
Hi, ma'am. Is your name Rebecca Brown?
Yes.
I found your purse and I just wanted to return it to you.
Oh my goodness, I thought I had lost this forever.
I was just walking to work, and I just happened to see it on a park bench.
It's all here. I can't believe it, young man. I'm so grateful to you. Can I give you something as a thank you?
No, it's okay.
I really need this money. My daughter is sick and it's for her treatment. I thought I was not going to be able to pay for her medication.
I know exactly how you feel because my sister also has health problems. She was injured in a car crash, and she's supposed to get treatment and surgery, and it's just all really expensive. I'm glad you can help your daughter now.
What's your name?
Eric Williams.
Well, Eric Williams, you just saved a very sick little girl. Can I give you a hug?
Hi, Eric. I just got a strange call from a woman named Rebecca Brown. She mentioned you and wanted to come here to see us. She sounds a little too old to be your girlfriend. Do you know her?
Rebecca Brown? Oh yeah, I know her. She's a lady that I helped. She had left her purse at the park, and I returned it. It was a couple of months ago.
Okay, she lives close to us. She must be about to arrive.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Mrs. Brown.
Eric, who's your friend?
Oh, this is Rebecca Brown, Mom.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Mrs. Williams, your son is such an honest and kind boy.
Thank you so much.
A few months ago, I had left my purse on the park bench. My daughter was sick, and I was so frustrated that I just forgot it. But Eric, he found my purse and he brought it back with all the money inside, and there wasn't a cent missing. And I used that money to help my daughter to get better.
Well, someone very wise told me to always do the right thing.
Eric, I'm so proud of you.
When Ryan told me a little about his sister and about her health, I knew I had to do something to help. I started a GoFundMe page to raise a few dollars, but word got out about Eric's kindness. And guess what happened? We raised $1 million.
$1 million? What? Oh my gosh, this is amazing!
The people raised this money because of Eric's kindness.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Brown. Oh, I don't believe it.
This is your check. Just promise me you continue being a kind and honest boy, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Eric, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we get to finally pay for Katie's surgery. Katie, look at this check. Honey, we can finally pay for your surgery now. Everything's going to be okay.
I'll be able to walk again?
Hi, man. Did you order a wife for an hour? I need the money up front.
Why are you dressed like that?
What, you don't like it?
You're supposed to be my wife, not...
Myself. Okay, I will be your wife.
I will introduce my boss to my wife, not anybody else.
Then you need to get married, you fool. I'm out of here.
Oh, damn, my boss. Wait, what am I going to do now?
You're the one who does this mess. Ciao?
Oh, no.
Oh, hi, Eric.
Hi.
Where's your seat?
Oh, it is, over there.
She is your wife?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
And this is my boss. I've told you a lot about him.
You can call me Steven.
Mom?
Oh, you have a son too. You didn't mention it. Hi, my name is Steven. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands and I'll come back, okay?
What the hell is going on? Who are you?
Please help me out. I lied to my boss about having a family to make myself look committed. I can't get a promotion without it. Please.
We're not going to be a part of this.
Okay? Hey kid, you want me to order you the most delicious meal on the menu?
Come on, man. I'm 13. You can't buy me with a meal.
Okay, how about a new mobile phone?
Now, we can talk.
Tony!
Mom, I've had this old brick for 5 years. I think it's a good deal, isn't it?
I agree with you. It's a good deal. Great, I'm Eric, and you?
My name is Tony, and she's Amber.
Amber, it's a beautiful name. It was the start of a crazy adventure. My name is Eric, and that's how my love story began.
You have a great family. I can't believe it.
I was very nervous. The lie could have been revealed at any moment. But Amber's charm fascinated even me.
Unfortunately, I have to go now. I'll see you tomorrow at the office party. All of you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Well, we gotta go.
Wait, you're coming to the party tomorrow, aren't you?
We're done lying?
The bag, do you want me to buy you a new one?
What? Oh, you're a pompous jerk. I don't want anything from you. If you think you can just buy a family, you're wrong. Tony, give him the phone back.
Come on, Mom.
Now!
I'm used to getting everything with money. I'm so sorry. I want you to come with me tomorrow because in the last hour, for the first time in my life, I felt like I wasn't lonely. One party.
Okay, we need to practice being a family then. Otherwise, who's going to believe we're together?
While we were making up our love story, I couldn't take my eyes off Amber. She was so beautiful. Something changed in me that night, but I didn't realize how much.
All right, I think we've got it all worked out.
Yeah, great.
See you.
See you tomorrow. I don't think I've ever had such a nice day with family. I didn't even have a family because I was always busy with work. So having my own family never crossed my mind until now.
Eric, is your family coming?
Yeah, of course. I miss them already myself.
You?
Yes.
I've never seen you get so sentimental, boy.
I'm a little shocked, too.
I see. Excuse me.
And then I saw her. I couldn't sleep that whole night before meeting Amber again. I keep thinking about her beautiful eyes, sweet voice, and contagious love. I couldn't wait to see her.
Hi.
I can't take my eyes off you.
Thank you.
I can take you out of my head.
Amber? What are you doing here?
Harry?
Yeah, that's me.
Do you know each other?
Yeah, Eric, we do know each other. Amber is my wife.
Ex-wife?
Oh, the creep who left you and your son is my coworker.
Now I get it. Now I know who you're dressed up for. Found yourself a sugar daddy. You could pull money out for your woes?
Hey, man. Yes, he helped us for being his family for an evening. But he has done more than you.
Easy, kid, I'm your father.
Really? Are you his father, Harry?
Yeah, like for 13 years.
Boy, when did you meet this guy?
Yesterday, but he's much better than him. And, he left my mom when I was born.
I don't regret it. Because all she ever cared about was going behind my back to get into my wallet.
That's not true.
Really?
Let's go, Tony.
Amber, wait. Come here, you want trouble?
Go ahead. Hit me in front of those people.
Eric, do you want to tell me what's going on in here?
Yeah, Eric, tell him. There is a saying that the truth always comes out in the end.
I'm to blame for causing this mess. I almost lost my job, but I couldn't lose the love of my life. Amber, wait.
Why are you following me? I'm sorry we ruined your plan and your evening. Now you need to explain everything to your boss, not to lose your promotion.
To hell with work. There's something more important than it. I've spent my whole life focused on my career and never found love. It was fate that brought us together, and I don't want to lose you.
But we met through your work because it's so important to you.
Not anymore. It's going to take a back seat now. Well, that's if I still have a job.
I was afraid to tell you, but I don't want to lose you either.
So, we are here.
I'm sorry I lied to you. Tomorrow, I'll get my stuff out of my office.
Yeah, of course. Because you're getting a bigger one. I'll give you another chance.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Circles is closing.
I see it.
Oh, you got my guy. Thanks for the backup.
Anytime, man. I got you.
We got more coming in.
I see them. On the left.
Are you ready?
Let's do this. I'm ready. Let's see what they got.
Yeah, we won, dude. I know, that was so lit.
That's the second game in a row that we've won.
Yeah, ready to make it a 3. Let's do it.
Hey, guys. I'm going to bake some brownies. Do you want to help me?
I would love to.
I would love not to, Mom. Can't you see I'm hanging out with my friend?
Really? It's all right. I love baking.
First of all, baking is for losers. Second of all, let's just play more video games.
Eric, it's Thanksgiving, and we haven't gotten to spend much time together lately. I'm always working, and I only get a few days off. I thought we could spend some quality time.
Mom, I already said no. Why do you have to be so freaking annoying? Just because Dad is dead doesn't mean you have to keep bugging me. Come on, buddy, let's dip. Let's go to my room, play video games.
I wish my husband were here. He would have helped.
Look out! Look out! Look out! You got him. You got him.
Hey, boys. I brought you a pie. I tried to make brownies, but there was too much going on in the kitchen. I kinda burned them so.
Wow, that looks really good, Miss Brown. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mom, can't you see you're interrupting our game? Just put it on the floor and we'll eat it.
Well, don't you want to try a slice now? It's fresh out of the oven. You can pause your game, right?
No, I can't. I can't just pause my game, and your pies aren't even that good anyway. Oh, is that Cherry?
You always liked Cherry when you were growing up. Remember, your dad used to make pies for you.
Newsflash. You aren't my dad. Get out of my room. Oh, my mom is so stupid. That pie looked disgusting.
Dude, that pie looked really good. And honestly, you're being really mean to your mom right now.
Oh, shut up, Mark. Just play the game. Stop acting like a wuss. Everyone talks to their parents like that.
I don't, but whatever.
Boys, dinner's ready. Come on.
Wow. Miss Brown, this looks amazing.
Eric, where are you?
Stop rushing me, Mom. I had to take pre-nausea pills, just in case I throw up.
I think this looks incredible. And thank you for having me over. You know, it's so nice to have home-cooked meals and parents who care for you.
Oh, that's really sweet, Mark. Thank you, and you are welcome here anytime you want.
I think you mean a single parent who doesn't take care of me. Anyway, what are we eating? I'm hungry now.
Well, I made mac and cheese, and there's turkey in the oven, and I made your favorite garlic bread.
Ugh, this looks disgusting. I hate it. I hate everything. You suck at being a single mom. You suck at cooking.
Eric, why are you acting like this? Your behavior is completely unacceptable. This is Thanksgiving. It's a time for family. And I made a home-cooked meal, and this is how you treat me and your guest.
Whatever, Mom. I'm going to order myself a pizza. You can eat this meal alone, just like you will be for the rest of your stupid life.
Miss Brown, I think the food looks amazing. And I'm so sorry that Eric's been acting this way. I have something to tell him, and I think it might help him appreciate what he has.
Thank you, Mark. I haven't been able to get through to him, but maybe you will. Who knows?
Hey, Eric.
What do you want?
I came to tell you something.
Are you going to tell me you're a wuss? I already know that, but you're still my best friend.
Well, it's not about me being a wuss. You know, my parents passed away when I was a child, and I don't want to keep bringing it up because I know how you feel about it. Thanksgiving and the loss of your father a few years ago. But I have never lived with my family, and it is not the same as living in the same house with your family. And to come here today and see how your mom is trying so hard to make you happy, to let you know she loves you. It's just... It reminds me of how lucky you are, that she's still here.
Mark,
Look, the point is this. She's in there, and she needs you right now, and I know it's hard that you lost a father, but she lost a husband. And the way you've been acting toward her today is just so messed up, dude. So I'm telling you, as your best friend, you need to go and set this right. You need to go and set this right. You need to go show her that you care about her, because today has been not okay.
You're right, Mark. I've been letting all my frustration out on my mom, and she's the only one I have left. Thanks for making me realize this. Do you want to stay for dinner part 2? I've got an idea of how to make it special for her.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to apologize, and then we could have dinner and spend the rest of the day with her. So did you hear?
What's up?
Kevin's going to Georgia Tech.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm proud of him for real.
I already checked next season's schedule. 10th place goes to state twice. You already know, I'm gonna be there to support the guys.
Appreciate it, bro. Can't wait to get back on campus.
You two always bouncing that stupid ball.
Hey, Miss Diamond.
Hello, Miss Diamond.
Shouldn't you boys be studying?
We already graduated, Mrs. Diamond. Summer vacation, you know.
Miss Diamond, my baller friend Larry. He'll be attending Florida State in the fall. Did you congratulate him?
Congratulations. And you, Theo, will you be leaving us as well?
Nah, I'll be sticking around, going to the local community college. So you'll still see this pretty face every day?
Wonderful. Just keep the noise down to a minimum. It's my nap time.
Sure thing.
Yeah, man, you are gonna have a great time at Florida State.
I know. Can't wait to see you playing ball on that team, bro.
Yeah, bro, you already know I'm gonna have a lot of wild fun, man. I can't wait.
I know.
Would you two shut up, please? I can't sleep.
It's 3 in the afternoon, Mrs. Diamond.
I don't care what time it is. I'm sick and tired of this constant noise.
We're almost done with the game. Just give us like 10 more minutes and we'll be done.
Now, Theo, or else I'll call the police.
Why have you got to be like that?
Maybe she should call the police, 'cause... I'm about to commit murder on this court by winning the game.
Ho ho.
Call the police, Miss Diamond. It's about to be a dead body.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh yeah, let's see about that.
Hello, yes, is that Green Park Police Department? Somebody threatened my life at my apartment complex. I am in great danger. Please, please, send officers right away. Yes, I'm at 69 North Drive.
How's your wife doing on the new job?
She really loves it. We've had a boost in income in the house. 10-4. All right. Officer Rose here. We're a block away. We're en route.
What's going on?
Domestic disturbance at Willowbrook apartment complex. Some teens are harassing an old lady, apparently.
Let's go.
Oh, thank God. Officers, thank God you came. Those two hoodlums over there have been harassing me all day, and one of them threatened me with violence. He said he's going to turn me into a dead body, make me a corpse.
You two, come here. Do you know how much trouble you're in? Did you threaten this lady?
No. We're just playing ball, minding our business. She's just complaining like she always does.
Just like my friend said, officer. We're just out here playing ball. I made a comment saying I was going to murder him on the court, and she got all bent out of shape. But we never said anything disrespectful. Never threatened her at all.
And I told him very nicely to please keep the noise down, and that's when he said that he wanted to kill me and turn me into a corpse. Oh, unbelievable.
Okay. Now, where were you when he said that?
I was upstairs.
Okay, and where were they?
They were down there.
Okay, at any time were they close to you physically?
Well, no, but I was scared that they were going to come upstairs and kill me.
Okay, I understand.
Listen, officer, I've lived here in my whole life. And ever since Mrs. Diamond moved here 2 years ago, she's been causing trouble. She's always finding something to complain about. Today she said we're being too loud and she's trying to sleep. I mean, I could understand if it were midnight or something. It's 3 in the afternoon. Come on.
Like last month, she said the maintenance guy stole her cat. She called the association and got the man fired.
The worst part about it is, nothing ever happened to the cat. It was in her apartment the whole time.
The whole time.
At any point, did they come upstairs?
No, they didn't, but I thought they were going to.
Okay.
Thank God you came, though, and stopped them.
All right, okay.
But, officer, we don't want any trouble, so we'll just go ahead and head home.
No, stay right where you are. Don't move.
Can't play ball in our neighborhood.
Rose, what do you got?
I was here 6 months ago, and the same thing happened. And she's a little paranoid, so I think the guys are fine.
Nice kids.
Yeah, I have every respect for them.
Okay, you want to play?
Yeah. You back up over there.
We didn't do anything wrong, officer.
Give it to me. You take 3 steps back and do it slowly. Come on, dude. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Yeah, rebound.
Oh, man, I should have boxed him out. Where is it?
Box you out next time. Come on, right here.
Oh, one more. I got you back. Oh, damn.
Oh, I'm calling the police.
Let's get this over with, all right? Make sure she doesn't cry.
Is Daddy angry with you, Mommy?
No, we're fine. Now listen to me. Mommy and Daddy have to go for a few minutes. It's very important that you stand here. Don't move. We'll come back.
Come on, get in here. Let's go.
You come back for me, Mommy? Mommy! You come back for me, Mommy?
Tell the clients I can only do Monday. No, there is no rush. Yeah. The house was listed about 2 hours ago. Now? Well, I am at home now. Sorry, I'll call you back, okay? Hi. Can I help you?
I told you, she wouldn't remember her parents.
My parents? I thought I would never see you again, Lisa. No. Why are you here? Life hasn't been easy for us since the fire. The fire? You don't remember? After the house burned down, we could barely afford to take care of each other. Our life went to hell. We lost everything. Your father lost his sight. I lost my job. Most importantly, we lost you. This is not how I remember it. You abandoned me. Abandoned you? No. Listen, Lisa, they took you away from us. But why are you here now? We wouldn't be here if we weren't desperate. The last thing we want to do is cause you any problems. But we have no one else. Your father, his eyes, he needs surgery. He could get his sight back. He could work again. We sold everything. What?
What we're trying to say is, we've got nothing left, okay? We've been struggling for 19 years now.
Johnny, please.
You know what? I can't stand this anymore. She obviously doesn't care about us, okay? Let's go. We should go, okay?
I'm so sorry we bothered you, dear. Okay, wait. Mom. Hi, Laura, is it?
Yeah.
I'm Amber Allen, Lisa's real mom. This is her father, Johnny. Yes, it's true. They're my parents. They need a place to stay.
I need to lie down.
Mom, what's going on?
Why are they here, Lisa?
Look, I know what this must look like, but they're struggling.
Why are they here, after all these years?
I know what you must be thinking, but I was wrong.
About what? They abandoned you.
No, they didn't. They said I was taken away.
When I adopted you, that's not what I was told.
They're my parents. He's blind. He needs surgery. Mom, please trust me. Don't worry. Look, I'm going to go back to work, and when I get back, we'll talk. But in the meantime, please just make them feel welcome.
This is a 19th century Vivani painting. It's gotta be worth something.
Our daughter did well for herself. We should be proud.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, just looking for the bathroom.
Oh yeah, it's difficult to do if you're blind, I imagine.
I'll take you, dear.
You know, she may think you didn't abandon her, but I was told something differently.
Well, but we didn't abandon her. She was taken away from us. Life works in mysterious ways, doesn't it?
$120,000 for surgery? Lisa, are you serious? Listen, I have something to tell you. I don't think you're going to like it.
Mom, please.
I saw him this morning. He was snooping around. He can see. He's faking.
He's not faking.
He was snooping around. I don't trust them. They're lying to you, Lisa. I'm only trying to look out for you.
Well, don't. Let me handle this. Is this a bad time? We just wanted to give him back to you. Remember him, Twinkie? Oh, Twinkie. After all these years, you kept him. Of course. We never forgot about you, Lisa. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We can't be thankful enough. Really, there are no words.
Yeah, thank you.
Mommy! You come back for me, Mommy?
Stop, Lisa. Lisa, don't sign anything. I have proof.
Proof? Proof of what?
These two are con artists. They're wanted for multiple frauds.
Blind man strikes again. Police looking for suspect. Johnny Allen and his wife.
She's lying. Ever since we stepped into this house, she's been trying to turn you against us.
I guess it must hurt that you're not her real parent?
Don't listen to her. Trust me. I'm your real mother. I could never... Please, stop! Please believe me, Lisa. I said stop. You're not going to get a single cent from me.
Listen, we were wrongly accused and imprisoned. Why don't you guys understand?
Enough. How could you do this to me? I was just a child. Tell me the truth. You owe me that.
Yeah, we abandoned you. We didn't want you, okay? That's the cold, hard truth. You know what? You were a difficult, nasty child, and look at you now. Nothing's changed. Well, does that make you feel better? Huh? Is that the closure you wanted? Let me tell you something, all right? If I had to do it all again, I would abandon you. Again. You know why? Because you're useless.
Well, you know what? I am so glad that I met you, because I'll never have to question who my real family is, ever again.
Let's get out of here.
I am so sorry. I can't believe it. I believed them over you. I'll never forgive myself for that.
Don't apologize. I'm just glad nothing worse happened.
That's enough.
Hey, is that you again? I told you not to come around here anymore.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just trying to make a little money.
No, you just need to get out of here, okay?
Really, sir? I haven't had anything to eat for 2 days.
Look, I don't want any trouble. There are expensive cars in this lot, right? If their owners find out I let you stay, they'll be furious.
No problem, sir. There is no problem with the cars. Really, I'm an honest man. I'm just trying to survive.
Okay, but you've got to promise me you won't make a mess.
No problem. There's not going to be any mess. Everything's going to be absolutely fine.
Okay, I might have a job for you.
Really?
I think so.
That would be great. Thank you. I'd really appreciate it. By the way, my name is Mike.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. No problem.
All right, let's go. I'll put you to work.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
I'm just cleaning up here, ma'am.
Really? Since when have homeless people been allowed in this parking lot?
I'm the new janitor here. Don't worry. I'm not gonna touch your car.
You certainly will not do that. It is worth more than your life.
Oh, no, ma'am. You don't need to be rude. I'm a human being just like you.
Listen, bum. You're not like me. You couldn't afford this car. You couldn't even afford to take a shower. So do me a favor and get out of here.
Listen, young lady, just because you have money doesn't mean you can treat me like dirt.
Are you arguing with me? You're a scum. How dare you raise your voice to me? I'm going to find the manager.
This world has gone completely crazy. I'd like to see her go through half the stuff that I've been through.
There he is. He's snooping around my car.
Who let you in here?
Get him out of here or I'll call my husband.
Answer me, bum. Who let you in here?
I'm just doing my job.
Listen, people like you don't belong here. Go back to your box now. Don't ever show yourself here again. Do you understand me?
I'm just cleaning up.
Jim, where are you? Jim, get in here now.
Yes, Mr. Gregg?
Please tell me what's going on here. Are you kidding me?
What do you mean, sir?
What do I mean? I mean this. Do you want to lose your job or what? Why is he here?
I just hired him to do the cleaning up here, that's all.
You have 10 seconds to get rid of him, or otherwise, you'll end up living together with him under the bridge. Do you understand me?
Clear? Absolutely, sir. Let's go, buddy. We better get out here.
Miss, I am terribly sorry for what happened. This will never happen again, I promise.
And don't let any more homeless people in this parking lot. I'm watching you.
Hey, I'm sorry that it turned out that way. I didn't mean for it to happen. Some people can be so rude.
Forget about it. It's just the tip of the iceberg. He could fire me. So how did you end up on the street?
Yeah, I used to work for a bank. It was my job to decide who would and who would not get a loan. One day, this one guy came in. He wanted a loan to import illegal materials into the States. Then I found out that the bank owner was in on it, so I didn't give him the loan. They fired me. So my wife took my daughter and left. Then, I had to sell the house to pay off debts. Finally, I lost my job, my wife, and my house, and I'm here now.
Man, I feel for you. Man, I'm sorry, but, you know, if Mr. Gregg finds out that you're still here, I'll let you stay. He'll fire me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm going, no worries.
I wish I could help you.
Thank you.
That's all I can do.
Hey, no worries.
Take care of yourself. I'll see you around.
Okay. Anyway, where is my bag? What the heck is going on?
Hey, okay, there is nobody. Let's finish quietly and quickly.
They are trying to steal the car. Hey, what do you guys think you're doing with that car?
Who the heck are you? None of your business, man. Get lost before you get hurt.
I can't just stand by and let you steal someone's car. Looks like you two need to be taught a lesson.
You're asking for it.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, it happened easier than I expected.
What's going on here, Mike? Call the police!
They tried to steal the car, but I stopped them.
We'd have been in big trouble if they had damaged the car. Thank you a lot.
It was actually Mike who did all the work.
Who?
Mike, the guy you fired today. If it had been for him, the car would have been stolen. So I think you should thank him instead.
Hey, Mike. I owe you an apology for the way I treated and talked to you this afternoon.
I think you did the right thing.
I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I would like to thank you, and this is for you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gregg.
You know, I think that we can work together. And you can start whenever you want to. I will try to find a place for you to live.
Wow, thank you. I won't let you down, sir.
No, I won't let you down, my friend.
Hello and welcome to our show, where we ask you some fun and engaging questions about your daily life. Today's question is, what would you do if you were invisible for an hour? Let's hear from our first caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Lisa and I'm from New York.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for calling. So, what would you do if you were invisible for an hour?
Well, I would probably sneak into a movie theater and watch a movie for free.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. What movie would you watch?
Maybe the new Spider-Man movie. I heard it's really good.
Me too. How do you think being invisible would affect your movie experience?
Well, I think it would be awesome. I wouldn't have to worry about anyone blocking my view, talking, or stealing my popcorn.
That's true. But what if someone sits in your seat?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, I guess I would have to move to another seat or just stand in the back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for sharing, Lisa. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, let's move on to our next caller. Hello, who's this and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Tom and I'm from London.
Hi, Tom. Welcome to the show. What would you do if you were invisible for an hour?
Well, I would probably go to a museum and touch all the exhibits that are usually off limits.
Wow, that sounds adventurous. What kind of exhibits would you touch?
Oh, you know, like ancient artifacts, paintings, sculptures, things like that.
I see. That sounds very interesting. But wouldn't you be afraid of damaging or breaking something?
Well, I would be careful not to touch anything too fragile or valuable. And besides, no one would know it was me.
Well, that's true. But if there were security cameras or alarms?
Well, I would avoid those areas or try to turn them off in some way.
Sounds risky, but I guess it's worth a try. Thanks for calling, Tom. Enjoy your day.
You too. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, let's hear from our third caller. Hello, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Anne and I'm from Paris.
Bonjour, Anne. Thanks for joining us. What would you do if you were invisible for an hour?
Well, I would probably go to a fancy restaurant and eat some delicious food without paying.
Oh la la, that sounds yummy. What kind of food would you eat?
Well, maybe some escargot, foie gras, steak frites, creme brulee.
Wow, you have good taste. But how would you eat without anyone seeing you?
Well, I would wait until the waiter leaves the food on the table, and then quickly grab it and hide under the table or behind a curtain.
That's tricky. But if someone notices the food disappearing?
Well, I'd try to keep my mouth shut and not take too much. And if someone did find out, I'd just act like a ghost to scare them away.
That's hilarious. But what if they called the police or the Ghostbusters?
Well, I hope that they wouldn't. And if they do, I would just run away before they catch me.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Thanks for calling, Anne. Bon appetit.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Let's hear from our fourth caller. Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Raj and I'm from Mumbai.
Hi, Rajat. Thanks for calling. What would you do if you were invisible for an hour?
Well, I would probably go to watch a cricket match from the best seats.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Who would you cheer for?
Oh, definitely India. They are my favorite team. Well, I think it would be amazing.
Me too. Well, how do you think being invisible would enhance your cricket experience?
I could get closer to the players, listen to their conversations, and even join them in their celebrations.
Wow, that sounds amazing. But if you accidentally bumped into someone or touched the ball?
Oh, I would be very careful not to do that. And if I did, I would just apologize and pretend to be a friendly spirit.
That is funny. But what if they got scared or angry?
Well, I hope that wouldn't happen. And if they did, I would just compliment them on their skills and wish them good luck.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move. Thanks for calling, Raj. Have a great day.
You too. Namaste.
Namaste. Okay, let's move on to our fifth caller. Hello, who is this? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm from Madrid.
Hi, Marie. Welcome to our show. What would you do if you were invisible for an hour?
You would probably go to the beach and enjoy the sun and the waves without anyone bothering me.
That sounds very relaxing. What beach would you go to?
Well, maybe Copacabana or Ipanema. They are both very beautiful.
I agree. How do you think being invisible would make your beach experience better?
Well, I think it would be great. You could swim without worrying about sharks, tan without getting sunburned, and relax.
That sounds wonderful. But what if you get thirsty or hungry?
Well, I would just go to a nearby bar or restaurant and grab a drink or a snack.
But wouldn't that be stealing?
Well, not really. You would just take a little bit and leave some money behind.
Oh, that's nice of you. But what if they didn't accept invisible money?
Well, then I would just leave a note saying thank you and sorry.
That's very polite of you. Thanks for calling, Marie. Have a great day.
Juto. Ciao.
All right, let's hear from our sixth and final caller. Hello, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm John, and I'm from Atlanta.
Hi, John. Thanks for joining us. What would you do if you were invisible for an hour?
Well, I would probably go to the zoo and play with the animals.
That sounds cute. What animals would you play with?
Well, maybe some koalas, kangaroos, penguins, things like that.
Oh, that sounds adorable. But wouldn't the animals be scared or confused by your invisibility?
Well, maybe at first, but I think they would get used to it and trust me.
Well, how would you make them trust you?
Well, I would pet them gently, feed them some treats, and talk to them softly.
That sounds very sweet. But if the zookeeper or the visitors notice something strange?
Well, I would try to avoid them or distract them with some funny noises or tricks.
That sounds hilarious. But what if they called animal control or the vet?
Well, I hope that wouldn't happen. And if they do, I would just hide behind the animals or pretend to be their voice.
That is very clever. Thanks for calling, John. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for listening and calling in. We've had some very interesting and funny answers today. Now it's time for you to vote for your favorite answer. Just text the name of the caller that you like the most, and we'll announce the winner tomorrow. You can also send your own answers via text or social media, and we might read it on air. Until then, have a wonderful day and stay tuned for more music.
Hey, young lady. It's the first day of school. Do you want to tell me your name so I can take attendance?
I'm Lisa.
Oh, you're the new student. Well, school doesn't start for another hour. I've never seen anybody coming here so early before.
My mommy has school too, so my mommy's boyfriend had to drop me off.
Oh, well, that's quite understandable. Mommies are busy too. Do you have your school supplies?
No, I don't have any school supplies.
It's okay. I have plenty. So where are you from?
Utah.
Wow, you came here all the way from Utah. How cool is that? Let's just get that jacket off of you.
No.
Aren't you hot?
No, I'm fine.
It's okay. I guess it's fine. How about we get the day started?
Yes.
Do you want to be my little helper today?
Yes.
Okay, let's just start setting the table for the students. Let's go.
Honey, what are you doing? It is 6 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to be at work until 8. Why are you going to school so early?
I have to go. I have a student, and I don't know. Her mom's boyfriend drops her off so early every morning, and he just leaves her there. And if I'm not there, then she'll be sitting outside. I am trying to get her to open up, but she will not say anything to me. I don't know. There's something going on with that little girl. So, I have to go.
I understand. That's why I married you. Your big old heart.
She's always wearing a jacket, and she says that she's cold.
Does she wear a jacket, even though it's hot outside?
Yeah.
Honey, she's not cold. She's hiding something.
Hi, young girl. Are you hungry?
Yes, I am so hungry.
Here you go. Is everything fine at home?
I didn't get to eat last night because I didn't get any rewards.
Did you say that you didn't get any rewards to eat?
Yes, my mommy's boyfriend. My mommy's been so busy lately working 2 jobs. That's why he's been watching us, and we get to eat if we're really good. But my brother and I got into a fight last night, and we started arguing. And so, he said we couldn't eat last night.
So you didn't get anything to eat because you and your brother got mad at each other?
Yes. I was so hungry, and my tummy was hurting, and I tried to sleep. But my brother woke me up. I was just trying to take the hunger away.
Then what happened next?
Then my mommy's boyfriend got mad at me.
How did he get mad? Did he hit you? Where did he hit you?
If I tell you, do you promise you won't tell anybody?
I promise that it was going to be between me and you and whoever else can help. Oh my God.
Go, hurry up.
Hey, excuse me. Can you please come with me inside? I need to talk to you.
Nope, I got things to do today.
Listen, I know that you have to get to work, but I need you to come inside with me.
I ain't got no job. I just got things to do.
Sir, I think that you need to step out of this car.
Okay.
Sir, Lisa has bruises all over her body, and she looks like she hasn't eaten in a long time. And I know that she's been under your care recently. I just want to know if you know anything about it.
Yeah, I know about it. You see, these kids, when they get out of control, I'm the one in control of the situation, and when they get to acting up, I just punch them in the chest. Listen to me. They don't eat. That's how you raise a child up. And you want to know something else? If you don't treat them that way, how will they know how to behave? Why are you shaking? As a teacher, I am sure sometimes you just want to punch them in the face. Sometimes you should just do it.
Do you know that Lisa is bruised up so badly that she needs to wear a jacket?
That's not my problem. She needs to learn how to behave. And if she behaves, she can eat and she won't be beaten.
You are a sick person. They have a place for people like you.
Oh, you listen here. You listen. Come back here. I'm talking to you. Because of people like you is why this school is weak. These kids would be better if you knew how to discipline them. Do you hear me? Do you hear what I am saying? The school would be better if they had more teachers like me. That's why you need to be...
Hey, stop!
Listen, I'm just helping, officer. That's it.
You're under arrest.
What? I was just helping. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'll get out in no time. My girlfriend, she's gonna get me out.
I'm not gonna get you out of anything. I called the police. You did this to my child.
Please don't do that, babe. It's not what it looks like.
I trusted you. I worked 2 jobs and went to school. I thought you could take care of the kids.
Why did you do that? Babe, we've been through to way too much.
I don't care what we've been through. I don't care. You will never hurt my children again.
Ma'am, stop. Let's go.
No, please, don't let them take me. Listen, just come and get me out.
Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?
Lisa.
Mom.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yes, Mom. I am better now.
Oh, so sorry. We'll always be together from now on, sweetheart. Oh, Miss Williams, thank you so much for calling me and dealing with Lisa.
Hey, you. Move. Butterfingers.
I can give you another one. We have lots of others.
You idiots. I don't need another one. I needed that one. Just count. Immigrants.
Here you go, ma'am.
Damn, girl. Every time I come here, you make a stupid mistake. This is the last straw. Call the manager.
But...
Now.
Hello, ma'am. I'm the manager. Maria, what happened?
That clumsy wench. She tried to trick me. Look, there are 2 coffees on this bill. I only had 1.
Ma'am, there must be a misunderstanding. I'll take the extra coffee off. It won't happen again. We're sorry for the inconvenience.
Sure, because you're going to fire her right now. I am tired of having to deal with her stupid mistakes every time I come here. Are you going to just leave it like that? Marta, now I see. I know your type. Can't be trusted.
Don't worry, ma'am. She'll be punished. You will not have to deal with her again. We aim to please our customers.
Either you fire her right now or I'm called to the top brass. I will not allow a thief like her to work in my favorite bakery. Will you?
You're right, ma'am. You won't see her again.
Mom? Oh, finally.
What do you want?
Where are you? I just want to wish you a happy birthday.
Well, consider it done.
Mom?
Who the hell is that? Oh, are you here for revenge? I'm calling the police.
No. I came here to give you this. I found it on the counter. It must be yours.
Hey, you were fired because of me, but you bought me my wallet. Are you a saint or something?
I'm not who you think I am. I'm not a thief.
Fine, here.
And I'm not a beggar.
Okay, how long have you been here?
About 6 months. I'm trying to get a new start.
Do you have a family?
Yeah. My mom died recently, and my dad is taking care of my son. And I'm trying to find a decent job so I can provide for my family.
I've been looking for a cleaning woman. Do you want the job? I have an extra room. You can stay in that room.
What?
Yes, you're going to work for me. But let me warn you. If anything goes missing, I'll send you right back to where you came from. Understood?
What is that?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I'll clean it up.
How dare you go through my things? You're useless. I can't believe I allowed you to live here.
Who's that in the picture?
What's with the 3rd degree?
Is that your son?
I think you need to go.
Who's been calling you all the time?
Get out. I don't want to see you anymore. Why is she calling me?
Marta, hi, it's Maria.
What do you want?
I just wanted to know, how have you been?
Of course, you just wanted to know. I'm excellent. Don't ever call here again.
Hold on, Marta. I'd like to invite you to the cafe. There, I'm having a party. It's a special occasion.
What nonsense. What special occasion have you got?
I just received my first salary at my new workplace, and I wanted to thank you for your kindness.
Well, you've moved on pretty fast, haven't you?
So you'll come then? I'll treat you to your favorite croissants. Don't worry, she'll come.
Time goes by, nothing's changed. I see the services are the same as usual. I'll have 2 croissants and make it snappy. Yeah, Maria, congratulations.
Mom, oh, finally.
What are you doing here?
Just listen to me, Mom. I made a mistake.
I can't believe I fell for this. Maria, I'm leaving.
I just broke up with Karen. I shouldn't have listened to her.
You tried to send me to a nursing home.
Please, hear me out.
Marta, wait. Why don't you want to talk to him?
You heard everything. He betrayed me.
Marta, he's your son. He loves you. When I met him...
So you set this up? How dare you?
You know what? You have no heart. You don't want to accept the fact that your son is trying to fix this relationship. You control him all the time just because you're jealous of your bride. And it's easier for you to give up on your son rather than to accept the fact that he has his own life.
What do you know about being a mother?
My parents kicked me out when they found out that I was pregnant. I had no money, nowhere to go, no home, and now I have to work here. My son is growing up with my father. For all I know, he could be taking his first steps right now, and I'm not there to witness it. Your son, Marta, is right here, and family is the most important thing.
Okay, John, come over here and bring some croissants.
Happy birthday, Mom. I'm so happy that we are together.
Happy birthday, Marta.
And it's all thanks to Maria, and now she's leaving me.
What do you mean?
I got a new job.
You should definitely come by.
I'll come and visit you.
Mariana, please take this. It's old and Jessica has outgrown it. Hopes your daughter like it. Eric.
Oh, very nice.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You know the drill. Open your bags.
Ms. Brown, please. I still have another 2 rooms to clean.
Sounds like your problem. I have no issue calling and telling the manager how much of a mess was left in this room after you cleaned it. No wonder you have such ugly teeth. I knew it. You are a thief. This is my coat.
Your father left it for me, I swear. He said I could have it for my daughter. Here, I can prove it to you. I found this note on top of the coat. It's from your father.
Oh, please. You think I don't know my father's handwriting? I'm not an idiot. I've seen this before from people like you. You steal things from guests, and you resell them online. You know, maybe I should check your pockets, too.
Please, Miss Brown, it was a gift. I don't want any trouble. Here, just take it back.
Well, you definitely have trouble now. I'm not just going to let you get away with stealing it.
I guess this coat means a lot to you.
So, you admit it. I knew my father was wrong about you. You may have fooled the old man, but you can't fool me.
No, I'm not.
Save it. You are nothing but a leech, a parasite. Stuck at my father's side for far too long. You and your freeloading family will be begging pennies by the time I'm finished with you. Look what I found in your precious little maid's bag today. And she even admitted to my face that she stole it.
Mr. Brown, please, tell her that I didn't steal it. You left this for me.
I don't remember giving that to you.
There you have it. I'm texting the manager. Say your final goodbye, Daddy. I doubt you'll see Miriam working here ever again.
I don't have time to deal with this, Jessica, but be kind.
I need to get to my daughter. It's past 3. Please let me go, Miss Brown.
No. The only way you're getting out of this room and past me is in handcuffs.
Okay, I came as soon as I got your text. Why am I not surprised? I knew I should have fired you when I took over. I am so sorry. You don't deserve any of this.
I'm just heartbroken at the thought of what could have happened if I hadn't been here to catch her. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if her husband helped her steal from other guests, too.
I'll make sure that the police do a thorough search of her locker for any more stolen items.
Please, this is just a big misunderstanding. We don't need to get them involved.
Oh, so you're worried about the police, are you? Are you here illegally?
No, I am a citizen, and my family needs...
Needs what? I'm going to make sure that you won't be seeing your family for a long time after the police arrest you.
I've had 3 of your people locked up before for stealing from guests.
I'm just happy that my father will finally see you for who you are. A criminal caught red-handed, just like the rest.
Please, I need this job. My family needs me. This is all I have. I'm begging you. Please don't do this.
If you admit to stealing my coat, we'll work out a plan for you.
You will be suspended for 1 month. No pay, of course.
But you'll never work on this floor again. Unfortunately, you'll be unable to see my father again. What do you say? Better than having a criminal record and no job. What would poor Sophia do without her mommy? Do you really think the police will take your side?
I doubt they'd even talk to someone like you. You basically have no rights here. The best thing for you to do for yourself and your family is to just admit it. You will still have a job at the end of the day.
I've dealt with people like you my entire life. People who think that just because they have power, they can push us around, force us to do whatever they want. I'm sick and tired of it. So go ahead, take my job, call the police and get me arrested. But I refuse to let you control my life any longer. I'm not a thief, and I didn't steal anything.
She's lying.
I believe you, Mariana.
Dad?
Save it. Jessica, I expected better from you. Mariana's been nothing short of an angel to our family. And this is how you treat her?
She stole from me. From us. I found this coat.
You found the coat? I saw the note. It was in your handwriting.
But why didn't you say anything?
I wanted to test you, but you threatened this woman for something she didn't even do. I had such high hopes for you growing up, but now? You've done nothing but disappointed me. Moving forward, I will not allow you to inherit any money until you can prove to me and everyone else that you're worthy of it.
Oh, Daddy.
Enough, Jessica. I've made my decision.
For the record, sir, I just want to say I had no part in this. I was merely responding to a guest complaint.
Save it. Manager of the Riverside Hotel. Sure, kind to all the guests, but unwilling to work alongside anybody who isn't white.
That's ridiculous. Completely untrue. Mariana's been here for 17 glorious years. I mean, we're practically family.
So why did you petition against her to the board?
You're on the board?
I've been so for 15 years.
It was playful banter. No harm, no foul. Mariana totally knows I was joking around.
So that's it. I guess you were joking around with the 3 other employees that you falsely accused of stealing and fired. Go pack your things. You'll be hearing from the board tomorrow. Mariana, I'd like to give you a nice raise for your honesty and years of service.
Thank you. Thank you so much for believing me, Mr. Brown.
I can't believe you're giving her a raise. Ugh. John, what are you doing here?
Oh, so that's where the weirdo lives. I've never been to this part of town before. Is that your house?
What are you doing?
No one will believe how pathetic your house is unless I have proof.
What are you even doing here? Don't you live in some rich neighborhood across town?
I had to see where you live. I made a bet with the other guys on the football team. I told them you're way too weird to be from our side of town. It looks like I was right.
Please don't show those pictures to anyone. I'll do whatever you want. Just delete them.
Fine, I won't show anyone if you'll be my date to prom.
Are you serious?
Everyone will think it's hilarious if we show up together.
And if I say no?
Let me make myself clear. You'll go to the dance with me this weekend, or I'll show everyone these photos. Then they'll all know how tragically poor you really are.
Hello there.
Mom.
Hello, ma'am, I'm John.
Captain of the football team, John.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's not every day we have a visit from such a young, handsome man. Isn't it, Lisa?
I was just asking Lisa if she'd like to be my date for prom this weekend.
Oh, that is so sweet. Of course, she'll go with you.
No, I won't.
Lisa, shame on you. You should be more grateful that John came all the way out here to ask you out.
Mom?
You could pick her up at 7, John. Lisa, what has gotten into you? Don't you want to go to the prom with him?
No, he's a total jerk.
I'm sure that's not true. He seemed perfectly nice to me.
He was taking pictures of our house to show everyone at school just how poor we are.
Oh, sweetie. When boys like a girl, they treat her badly. I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it.
Yes, he did. All the kids at school are like that. They all make fun of me.
Well, maybe if you put a little more effort into your appearance, then they wouldn't have anything to make fun of you for. You could wear makeup and some brighter colors to seem more friendly. You always wear boring, dark clothes.
So you want me to be more like you?
No, I want to keep you from becoming like me.
You're the most popular girl at school. Your life was perfect.
Exactly. And now look at me, divorced and living in this broken-down house, but there's still a chance for you. John comes from a wealthy family, and if you could get in good with him, then things can turn out better for you. You could be popular and marry into a good family.
But, Mom,
you are going to the prom with him, or you can say goodbye to art school this summer.
You can't do that, Mom. You promised I could go. I spent all year working to save up for that program.
And now, I'm promising that if you don't go to the prom with him first, you will not be going. Trust me, this is what's best for you.
Maria, hello?
Rebecca, oh, how are you? What a nice coincidence while our kids go to prom together.
Well, I do think it was nice of John to invite Lisa to go along with him. I didn't think she ran in the same circles.
She is learning new things.
Like mother, like daughter, always reaching for things that are out of your league. I was really surprised to find out that you two don't live around here anymore. John told me that he had to go all the way to the other side of town to get to your house.
Yeah, we moved a few years ago.
Well, how's your husband these days?
We're not together anymore.
Oh no, what a shame. You two were just so cute as prom king and queen. This shows that high school romances don't last long. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I won't tell anyone about your divorce or your move.
Thank you, that's so thoughtful.
Of course. Oh, I also think it would be best if you dropped Lisa off at our house before the dance. I just really don't feel comfortable with John driving in your part of the neighborhood late at night. I'm sure that you understand. Let's say 6 p.m. Okay, see you tomorrow then.
See you. I'm coming.
I thought we agreed that you were supposed to drive Lisa to our house before the prom.
I never agreed to anything.
Do you have any idea how inconvenient it was for us to drive all the way here? We're late. Everyone is already there. Is Lisa ready? And why aren't you dressed?
Oh, we're not going...
Excuse me?
I won't let my daughter get close to your family in any way.
May I remind you? We can show everyone in the town the pictures we have and how far their old prom queen has fallen.
You and your awful son can show those pictures to whoever you want. We might not be wealthy, but at least we don't make others feel bad about themselves. We don't use blackmail to get what we want.
Come on, John. Let's get out of this disgusting part of town before we get robbed.
Bye.
Wow, Mom, that was amazing. What made you change your mind?
The other day when I was talking to Rebecca in the museum, it reminded me just how cruel the popular kids in school can be. And that made me realize I was behaving just like them. I can't believe I tried to force you to go out with that boy.
It's really okay.
No, it's not okay. John may have blackmailed you, but I did the same thing by saying I would not let you go to the art school this summer. It was selfish. I was just stuck in the past, I guess. Do you think you could ever forgive your imperfect mother?
Of course, Mom. I know you're just worried about me.
You do look lovely.
Yeah, it's not really me, though.
So, what should we do now?